Hello and welcome, YouTube friends. Welcome to habloMoney, where I share my journey with savings challenges, cash stuffing, and budgeting information. So today I'm going to go ahead and close out June. I'll go over a few of the numbers of the savings that we have had, and we're going to consolidate some of the savings challenges because I didn't want to have a lot of larger bills in my stuffing envelopes. So for very quickly, I just wanted to go over these. On the right hand side, we saved for 5 challenges. We ended up saving $183 with our Pocahontas Colors of the Wednesday savings challenges, as well as $25 in the mini challenges. And this money will be used towards probably the summer stuffing envelopes. So I'm going to put this aside. And I don't have an envelope for the ding ding ding, but I paid myself back for $1 MZO minis and the 4 Pocahontas challenges. Just put those aside. Along the lines of savings, I have tracked down based on, let me see if I could get this in the frame. Let me just put this up here. So our last video consisted of $208 savings, and I broke that down for the summer savings. We included $38. We started this brand new, so there were no savings there. And with the remaining $170, we applied to 25 mini, 52 Fridays, 52 week envelope, the $2,000 save, 5s, 10s, 20s, and the rainy day fund for a total of $170. So total saved, excuse me, is $742 for the month of June. So yay for me. And including $400 that we're going to consolidate from this batch, it's going to total almost $1,000. So $978 were saved for the month of June. So as we close out June 30th, I'm going to quickly go over paycheck number 2. And again, for those of you who are new, I get paid bi-monthly. I get paid on the 15th and on the 30th. So my last paycheck consisted of, and again, $2,000 and $1,165.59, totaling $3,165.59. We've already included rollover money that I had in the 2 different accounts. And the reason why I have 2 different accounts is because I have most of my bills coming out of one, and then the other one is cash flow, right? And this is where I'm going to have my sinking funds. So this will be fairly easy. We're just going to close out for June 30th. All the bills were paid. Make sure I have this in frame. Yep. So all our bills were paid. The very last one that we needed to include was for today, which is a part of the car note. So I pay on the 15th and on the 30th. As I get paid, I pay a portion. For July is going to be fairly quick because we're usually tighter right around that time frame, considering I have to pay rent, right? So the first order of business, I did all the manual work. Let me just move this along. So from this account, we'll have 2,826.73 minus my rent, which will be $23.50, leaving us with a total of, okay, let's math this on the calculator. 2,826.73 minus $23.50 equals $476, which we'll get to. And then from this 1,221.51, we're going to subtract $320 for my card note. So I split it in half. So that's going to equal 901.51. And from that, we're going to subtract 400, which will go into sinking funds. So that will be transferred over, and we'll consolidate the envelopes now. That leaves us with a total of 501.51. And in later video, I will show you how I disseminate these amounts so that we can get as close to zero as possible. Again, it's not like I leave zero in the bank. It's just that we try to give every dollar a name. So let's consolidate. So I did want to point out, for as we get started, July 1st is tomorrow. My rent is going to be due, which we will mark as paid, right? That's an automatic payment. And then these two amounts that we have here, the UPMA and the 401k, are automatic deductions that I include for my daughter's college fund and my own personal Roth 401k. When I get paid on the 15th, we'll go over the expenses for the remaining month. This paycheck will include an increase for myself, and then all the bills will be deducted for the it's actually almost 3-week period, right? So again, because I get paid the 15th and the 30th, it's not always bi-weekly. So we have to wait, so 1-2 weeks and a day or so to get paid. So let's go ahead and consolidate some of this money so that we can transfer. I've already transferred over that $400, but I did want to point that out. Okay. So here's my savings challenges, and what we want to do is use some placeholders, and I'm going to be using this cash to stuff my groceries and things like that. And yes, let's guess. So for this very first 152 Fridays, we're just going to include a placeholder for $100. I'm going to go ahead and stick this one. This is really cute, from the curated budget. So we'll be that. For our 52-week envelope savings challenges, there should be 100. I am going to put a 100 placeholder. I just had to use $40 of this to automate to someone. So we're just going to put that 60 there and include, let's see if I can find a 100. Ooh, these are rough. We're going to include this one for the food 52 week. Okay. And we're going to remove these $200 bills from our 2K challenge and include the $200 placeholder. Okay, I'm trying to consolidate as much as possible so that we don't have so much cash lying around the house. Although some of this stuff stays in a safe, things can happen, right? Water damage, things like that. So I just want to stay safe. So those are our $400 minus the $40 I mentioned. So 102, 3, and that would be 4. So let's go ahead and apply those to our bi-monthly cash envelopes. I'm going to bring this guy back just for sake of my breakdown. And this is how I usually have it. Food every I would say bi-weekly, but bi-monthly, we take out $250 for groceries. We take out $60 for gas. Scrub, $75. That's like going out or Starbucks, things like that. Miscellaneous is $60 for any unplanned events or expenses. Parking, $25. Where I live, we don't have garages, so we have to pay for specific parking. Personal is getting $15, and buffer is getting $15. So let's see if I can make a little bit of change, and we will stuff our envelopes. My friends, so let's see if I can manage. I wasn't able to get too much change from my envelopes, so we'll just try to go ahead with what we have, and I'll move some things around on my own. Right, so I'm gonna put $200 in because I don't have a 50 for groceries. And I got rid of the janky envelopes. I've just used a little thing with some Amazon A7, what do you call these? A7 cash envelopes, right? So we now have 200 for groceries. Gas is only going to get 20. I filled it up with 40. That would equal 60. And I paid cash. Yes, I paid cash. I didn't use anything else. And for those of you who don't know, I am consumer debt free, so I don't have any credit cards or anything like that. Everything I pay is cash or with my card. Grub is getting 75. So let's see, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, and 75. So let's go ahead and put that away. And the reason why I pull out cash for my weekly expenses is so that I don't go over. And yes, while I can restrict myself, I don't always have that discipline. So I try to stay fairly consistent when it comes to these things. Miscellaneous is going to get 60. Okay. Personal I have aside, and buffer is going to get 15. Okay. And the reason why I don't show my personal envelope is because it has my full name. So for those of you who even want to know. But that's that. And that is going to conclude. This is fairly quick. Oops, I'm sorry. I hope to be able to record a little more this week. I actually took the week off, but as you know, I'm very busy. And I work full time. I'm a full-time single mom. So, yeah, we're just going to do the best we can. So we now have, one second. All right, I just want to show the last one. So we have groceries, gas, grub, miscellaneous, buffer, and my personal one. So thank you all for joining me. This is a very quick closeout. I will have more content for you coming up. I have new freebies that I received in the mail for 4th of July, Christmas in July, as well as summer savings. So thank you so much for being here. If you've made it this far, give me a big thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. I really appreciate everyone who has recently subscribed, sent all the love and the comments. I really appreciate you. And remember, it costs nothing to be kind. Thank you so much.